When you go to pick up your new Black Hawk album, you may want to add another one to your shopping list. 2 years before her death, Patsy Cline played the Cimarron Ballroom in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Well, now, 36 years later, fans can relive that night with a new CD by MCA. And what makes this recording so special is that, for one, we didn't know it existed until recently. Terry Bumgarner tells us the other reason is because it was Patsy's first live show since a near-fatal car crash.
I mean, she could have been easily decapitated. I mean, it was just a terrible, terrible wreck. But she was so gutsy that if anybody could get through with God's help and a lot of guts, it was Patsy.
Opry co-star Jan Howard and Loretta Lynn were among the people who saw Patsy just after the wreck.
I met her in the hospital. Her leg was tied up in the air, and her leg and her arm. Her face was all bandaged.
Those moments are also part of the movie Coal Miner's Daughter. And Patsy's husband recalls how anxious his wife was to get back to work.
Her face was cut up pretty bad, and that worried her a lot, but she got a new hairdo and pulled it down over her head. And, of course, I thought the pieces had become number one while she was in the hospital, and all of a sudden the work was getting real good, and the money, and she wanted to get out there and grab some of it.
They said, well, you got everything canceled up until Tulsa. I said, well, don't cancel it, because I'm going to be there if I got to crawl.
Her first gig was at a favorite spot, Tulsa's Cimarron Ballroom, complete with an 11-piece band.
We'd like to slow things down so I can get my breath.
Patsy had to sit on a stool for the show due to her injuries, and she'd never even rehearsed with the band. Still, listeners would never notice.
She gives them the keys and just starts singing. And those are not ideal circumstances. So then if you know all of that, then hear the album and hear how she sings. And especially for someone who's got a good ear, the pitch is flawless. She just hits it dead on all night long.
Won't you come home to Bel-Air?
This recording was mysteriously discovered at a garage sale a few years ago. The unexpected find will give fans a fresh look at the late star and give Patsy another page in music history.
I think she was probably one of the greatest singers that has ever lived, ever will live. And I don't know what the girl would be doing today. I think we'd all be shocked at maybe what she would be doing.
Thank you.
Well, one thing Patsy continues to do is sell albums.
That's right. Even though it's been over 30 years since her death, her album sales still rank toward the top.
Coming up.
Who do you
The year ain't Miss.
But he shot me.